Hey guys, it's me, Michael Gibbons, and we're back again, and this time we're gonna do something new. Now, if you've seen my very first few videos, which were related to King Kong, since it was around the time when Kong Skull Island came out, you probably heard that I'm a really super fan of King Kong. King Kong is my favorite monster movie of all time. I watched King Kong. I've watched mostly all the King Kong movies. The 1970s one, including its sequels, 1933, but my favorite one was 2005. This one. Loved that one. That was my favorite King Kong of them all. Because they gave him emotions, they actually gave him character, and you really felt sad for him when he died in the end, even though you knew what was going to happen to him. And then there was the latest one, the Kong from Skull Island. That one, I like. He's cool. I mean, I would have liked him better if he actually looked like a real gorilla. Like, I mean, he looks just like mostly he looks more human than ape. He stands up on his 2 feet, and his legs look longer in proportion to his arms, which is very weird for an ape because apes' arms are supposed to be longer than their feet. You know. But I do like him. I can warm up to him. I mean, I probably might have to like him better because he's way bigger than the 2005 Kong. So, but this video is mostly based on 10 monsters that can beat King Kong. I mean, it says kick King Kongs, but I don't curse. Anyway, let's get on. I'm very curious.
Hello everyone, you've probably listened about this big guy known as King Kong. Decades have passed since the moment this legendary beast was created, but in the last years he's come back and has appeared in all kinds of movies and spectacles. But one day we became curious and started to wonder if there are any movie monsters stronger than King Kong. And as a matter of fact, there are. Today we're going to show you 10 incredible creatures which can put up a good fight against this famous primate and beat the shit out of him. Let's get it on. Mothra. So, what do you need to defeat a super monkey in a fight? Well, what you actually need is another gigantic animal, and a great option is Mothra, the Moth Queen, which measures almost 500 feet in width. We believe that this monster has everything to go eyeball to eyeball against King Kong. It's time to hide your furry clothes, ladies. In the past, Mothra has fought several times against Godzilla, but to be honest, she didn't always manage to get out of it alive. Nevertheless, the Moth Queen can throw King Kong out on his ear, and if she's hungry enough, then she might easily leave the giant monkey butt naked. Norwegian Trolls.
I've heard that moth is gonna be in the future 2020 movie with Godzilla versus King Kong. I heard that there's gonna be 3 other monsters in the movie: Mothra and Rodan, or was it Rodon? It looks like a giant pterodactyl, and then there was that other 2-headed or 3-headed dragon. I forgot his name, but I don't know. Would Mothra beat King Kong? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, maybe King Kong would have just picked up some, like, how do we know he wouldn't just pick up some, like, sharp metal object and just, like, stabbed it in the moth's eye, or, like, rode on the moth, right, and crashed him into a building or something. I mean, the possibilities are endless.
These ugly nocturnal giants became famous thanks to the Norwegian film Trolljägaren, also known as Troll Hunter. There have been all kinds of trolls in history, but these ones are especially disgusting, and we believe that one of these might be strong enough to put up a fight against King Kong. But there's a big problem. These monsters are afraid of light. If the primate manages to find a lamp or a big torch and points the lights in the face of the troll, the creature will immediately transform into stone. But if this doesn't happen, then Kong will have to run with all his heart to escape from these creatures. Gigantic Octopus. Most of you probably don't remember or simply don't know that King Kong has already been in a fight with this sticky and repulsive creature with at least 8 arms, if not more. In that battle, believe it or not, the giant monkey managed to defeat the Kraken and sent it back into the sea. Obviously, King Kong had a huge advantage. The battle took place on his territory, on land. You're right if you think that it wasn't very fair, but if someday King Kong wants to swim a little bit and encounters a giant octopus in the middle of the sea, then he's going to have a bad time.
The Blob. That would be unfair too.
This fight wouldn't be as spectacular as the rest, given that it'll be over in just a few minutes. Why, you ask? Well, because this alien amoeboidal entity that looks like a filthy piece of jelly eats absolutely everything that it touches. And that includes, obviously, giant monkeys. King Kong may try to hit it, to throw it against a wall, or to attack it in any possible way, but it will all be in vain. Spectacular as the rest, given that it'll be over in just a few minutes. Why, you ask? Well, because this alien amoeboidal entity that looks like a filthy piece of jelly eats absolutely everything that it touches. And that includes, obviously, giant monkeys. King Kong may try to hit it, to throw it against a wall, or to attack it in any possible way, but it will all be in vain. This perfidious blob is quite the enemy. In order to destroy it, our big monkey would have to freeze it and take it somewhere cold, like the North Pole. But, can he do it? We believe he's not smart enough to make it. Optimus Prime. Well, I think we all agree that this huge robot can defeat almost anyone without even trying too hard. Yeah, we know Optimus has a good heart, but this huge machine can put up a fight against the biggest and scariest monsters of all time. His incredible physical strength and its combat abilities make Optimus Prime almost an invincible enemy. But being invincible does not mean you're invulnerable. In practically all the Transformers movies, Optimus Prime dies some way or another, but once he's dead, some miracle takes place, and he comes back to life and is even stronger than before. So even if King Kong manages to defeat Optimus in some unexpected way, he'll still come back to life and kick the shit out of that monkey.
This guy must really hate King Kong. Like, you ever have one of those, like, a favorite character or a favorite superhero that you defend to the death, and like you think of any possible way that he can beat, like, even your villain or your hero? Like, my hero is better than yours, my hero can beat yours. He can, like, do a backflip or stab you from the back or something, like, you know. And then, like, there's that one person who just doesn't like a character and says, like, oh yeah, that's kind of like what this is. I'm not really sure. I think King Kong could beat Optimus. I mean, that depends on which King Kong it is. Like, which one is he talking about? Is he talking about the 2005 one? The 2005 one would probably lose, because King Kong is way bigger than the 2005 one. But the 2017 one, the Kong Skull Island one, I'm pretty sure that one's like over 100 feet tall. And like, Optimus is only like around 30 or 35 feet. You see what I'm saying? You see the huge size difference? Even if he was... Okay, you could say that he's 50. But Kong is, like, still twice as big as him. I mean, he could have an advantage. I mean, he could probably fly and, like, fire at King Kong. That's the only way. But if they go, like, fist fighting, and, like, Kong is just... I mean, like, Kong could, like, do that metal swinging thing he did in the first movie, like I mean in the 2017 one with the Kong Skull Island, where he used the metal thing and uppercutted the skull crawler. He could probably do something like that. I mean, he seems pretty smart.
This giant flying turtle can easily reduce to crumbs anything that comes in its way, thanks to his jaw filled with the sharp teeth and tusks. King Kong will have to hide behind the closet tree to not get eaten. The advantages of the giant turtle are pretty obvious. On the one hand, the primate has no chance to break Gamera's stone shell, which conveniently covers all of its body. On the other hand, King Kong will not be happy to know that Gamera can blast off mighty plasma fireballs from its mouth, but Gamera has a weak point, and that is low temperature. But probably the fight will not take place under bitter frost. and King Kong probably isn't a big fan of extreme temperatures himself. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. At first sight, you might think that this huge piece of marshmallow can't possibly be a threat to anyone. Watching this fluffy sailor walking through the streets of New York in the film Ghostbusters was very funny. Some actually believe that this is the sweetest monster in the history of filmmaking. In the original film, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is just an innocent creature, but the Sumerian deity Gozer turns the small Marshmallow Man into a vicious monster that destroys everything around him. In order to destroy their fluffy enemy, the Ghostbusters have to burn him using their particle throwers. But King Kong doesn't have such weapons, and so it might be a little difficult for him to get rid of the Marshmallow Man.
But I'm
50-foot
sure
woman. This used to be a common woman with an average height and an average life, but after an encounter with some little green men, her life changed and she started to grow, reaching a height of 50 feet. Just by looking at her, King Kong will shit his pants, because he's used to little women not bigger than his own.
He's just, wait a minute, again, which Kong is he talking about? That one? Okay, maybe, yeah. Because 50 feet, okay, Kong was 25 feet in the 2005 one. This one's 50 feet, twice as big. But I don't think he's gonna, like, poop himself. I'm pretty sure he's gonna, like, fall for the, just, like, drop the little girl and, like, go after the big one. It's like... But on the other hand, the Kong Skull Island one would be twice as big as the 50-foot woman. You see what I'm saying? That one will be a little different. But I don't think the Kong Skull Island one is interested in girls. Because he didn't go after the girl in the Kong Skull Island one, even though that girl was really super hot. You know, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Kong's not gonna be scared of a 50-foot woman. You know, like the monkey. I mean, the ape's gone in fights with 3 T-Rexes. That thing has probably seen a whole bunch of scary stuff on that island.
And it'll be a real nightmare for him. Can you imagine the reaction of the primate once the 50-foot woman begins to punch and kick and scream like crazy? Yeah, King Kong, run, because you've got no chance against her.
I really do believe this guy does not like King Kong at all. At all. Not sending hate, but like... I'm pretty sure Kong will not be scared of, like, okay, so the girl's gonna, like, what, scream, kick, and punch. I mean, even if she's, like, twice as big as, like, the 2005 one, Kong's got, like, razor sharp teeth. He can just, like, bite her arm off still. It's like a monkey going up against a girl. The girl's bigger than the monkey, but the monkey's got teeth and is more agile and possibly even still stronger, since a monkey's like 2 or 3 times stronger than the average human. You know, it's kind of like that.
Cthulhu. An octopus head, dragon wings, and a human body. And yeah, it's more than 300 feet long. Such a description can only mean one thing. Cthulhu, the Great Dreamer. This monster can eat King Kong for breakfast and will have room for dessert. This huge cosmic creature has been feared and worshipped since ancient times by everyone with a head on its shoulders. A good head, of course. It's said that if you look at Cthulhu even with a corner of your eye, your brain will be fried, and you'll lose all ability to think. Scary, right? Godzilla.
Okay,
well,
yeah.
This is the most famous movie monster of all time. The rumors say that this fight
that
will
one.
take place quite...
This one. Obviously, he was in this one. This Godzilla would definitely beat King Kong. Especially the 2005 one. The 2005 one would be like an ant compared to the Godzilla. But it depends on which king. Well, it doesn't really matter. Both Godzillas are bigger than the 2005 King Kong. But the Kong Skull Island one would probably be approximately the same size as the Godzilla from the 1998. Sorry. They they're probably the same size. So maybe that King Kong would beat that Godzilla. But the 2014 Godzilla would no. Because that Godzilla is like what, like 300 feet, 500 feet, and that King Kong is only 100 feet. But they told us that the Kong Skull Island is still growing. That's not how, he's not fully grown yet. Which is, well, gonna happen because he's gonna go up against that Godzilla in the 2020 movie. You know? So they should be the same height by then. Because in the 2017, in Kong Skull Island, the movie takes place in the 1970s. And the Godzilla movie took place in 2014, I believe. So obviously, there's some time between those two movies. And King Kong's got a lot of time left to grow. So he's still not growing. I mean, he's still growing. Sorry.
But soon, in 2020, the movie King Kong vs. Godzilla will arrive to movie theaters all over the world, and we think that the reptile has big chances to win. This monster can destroy huge skyscrapers as if they were made of paper, and it's already beaten a lot of monsters before. It is an awesome creature, but we'll have to wait 3 years to know the truth, so for now we can only wait and make guesses about the outcome of the fight. Amazing gadgets, upcoming technologies, incredible inventions, and other cool stuff related to high tech on TechZone. Subscribe, you won't regret it. The link is on the screen and in the description.
Man, I see that thing. That thing is so popular now. I don't have one of those things, but like everywhere I go, everyone I know has one of those things. I forget what those things are called. I call them the spinny thingies. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, but first you have to subscribe to this guy's channel, Mind Warehouse. Go subscribe to his channel. Makes a whole bunch of videos, great videos. Subscribe to him first. But if you did like this video, sorry, I'm slow tonight, you can like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, peace.